Hobbling with crutches, I carefully lower myself onto the couch. There's pain evident on my face. A knock interrupts the silence, but I dismiss it. My priority now is a bottle of painkillers I clutch. With a swift motion, I take one and wash it down with water. I'm barely allowed a moment of calm when the front door gives way. Dina steps in. You really did it this time, huh? I thought breaking my leg would be a break from everyone. I guess not. Wow, you're funny. I'm not in the mood, Dina. Leave. Clearly. She strides over, setting her handbag aside, and begins tidying up the scattered takeout containers on the table. I'm fine on my own. Leave. We both know that's a lie. A heavy sigh escapes me. Disappearing briefly into the kitchen with discarded takeout, Dina returns moments later. In case you're wondering, yes, I'm being compensated for this. It's my duty now. Is he compensating you enough to replace those ugly shoes too? Stand-up isn't a career for you, Lewis. Let me guess. You're Sean's little charity case now? Got it in one? So he's just hiring everyone to babysit me now? Well, my cat-sitting gig just ended, so perfect timing. Dina, I don't need a babysitter. I'm an adult. Sorry, I signed on to his payroll just 2 hours ago. Don't expect me to risk my paycheck for your oversized ego. Who spilled the beans? And how do you even know I was like this? I told no one. You remember my pregnant sister, Roberta? The one you met at my Halloween party a few weeks ago? Yeah, she kept asking me to paint her. And when I refused, she threatened to sell a story to Gossip magazine that I came on to her. Oh, she did, but they rejected the story. Is there an endpoint to this story? Okay, so she just had her baby. She spotted you at the hospital while exiting a restroom. You didn't notice her? So she rang you up immediately. After she rang People magazine to see if they'd buy pictures of you in the hospital. So now I'm the talk of the town? I was kidding. And it wasn't gossip, Lewis. She was concerned. Good, because I look terrible in hospital gowns. Nobody needs that in HD. Dina laughs. And concerned about what? I'm okay. Dina laughs and straightens her face. It's not often a best-selling artist is seen alone in a hospital. I'm not alone. I've got my crushes. They're very supportive. Lewis, you need a friend. I need some peace. And I need you to leave. You're in pain. Feeling like those you've trusted have stabbed you in the back. You need to know that those who hurt you love you too. They're hurting and regretting their actions. They still love you and root for you. Yeah, sounds like a twisted version of a Hallmark card. I'm not interested. Lewis, look, we care. We care about you. I see Brie's been spilling her guts to you. Feeling guilty, is she? I talked to Sean. He briefed me on what happened between you and Brie. And then he asked if I could assist you when I told him about my sister spotting you. Well, Sean's always the hero, isn't he? If by hero you mean he owns a cape and a mask, then yes, he really does. Why is he doing this? He's just worried. He feared the worst until my call. No one had seen you for 2 weeks. Lewis, you were comatose. Well, excuse me for thinking it was an extended power nap. Dina rolls her eyes. I had the best medical care. I was going to be fine. You were struck by a drunk student driver 2 weeks ago. It was a hit and run. Without an elderly dog walker finding you, who knows? I always said students should stick to tricycles. I hope I get to say that in court one day. I really do. Dina laughs. And did they arrest the guy? The police haven't spoken to me yet. Security footage captured it all. They traced the license plate. The student's court hearing is on Monday. Can't make bail, so he's in lockup, Dina says. Serves him right. Would it be all right if I told Brie? She's been out of her mind with worry. Mention her again and I'll have my lawyers on you. Okay, got it. Yikes. She senses tension in the air and meets my gaze. You're truly committed to this, huh? I ask. How about I whip up some dinner? Dina says. With that, Dina heads to the kitchen. A woman with deep ebony skin, dressed in jogging attire, steps in carrying luggage. She positions it gracefully next to the couch. Emerging from the kitchen, my gaze settles on the unfamiliar face. Did my apartment suddenly become Grand Central Station? Before I get an answer, Dina steps into the room. Louis, this is Jill, my soon-to-be sister-in-law. She's kindly dropped off my suitcase. Thanks, Jill. Of course. And you must be the renowned artist. I've seen your work. I'm not a fan of your style. Your work seems too complicated to be good. Always a pleasure to meet a critic and an admirer. It's the joy of a lifetime, I say. I'm more into Pixar stuff, you know. That's genuine artistry. Got it. Well, next time I'll paint Woody and Buzz. Maybe then I'll get your seal of approval. How's that sound? I know you're joking, but can you seriously paint that for me? Your art sells like gold and I could use the money. I glare at her. Is that a no? Yep, that's a no. I suggest you leave my house before I call security. Jill exchanges an amused glance with Dina as she heads for the exit. She didn't deserve that, Louis, Dina says. And I didn't deserve her criticism. Yet here we are, living our best lives. Okay, Brie is on her way over. What? She's coming here? For what? I don't want to see her. Given how tense things have been between us lately, I need a break. You're clearly still harboring feelings about Brie, and that won't change until you two communicate. So adjust that attitude of yours, or I might just snap you into two. I'm not seeing her. Oh, you will, even if I have to barricade you two in a room together. Where's my phone? Quick as a flash, Dina seizes the house phone and my cell phone. I knew I should have gotten that hidden emergency flip phone. Well, your colorful remarks just cost you your connection to the outside world. That's pretty close to holding somebody hostage, I say. No, that's what friends do. They look out for each other's best interests, Dina says. But isolating me? What's next? Will you cut off Wi-Fi? That's a good idea. I'm on it. Dina playfully lifts my crutches. You might want to hold on to the running commentary if you plan on going places. This isn't a game. Give me the... The doorbell interrupts me, ringing insistently. If that's another art critic, I'm jumping out the window. Usually I'd laugh, but I can't be certain if you're joking. Oh no, if you open that door, I swear, Dina, legal action will be taken. Dina can't contain her laughter as she calls out. I'll be right there. I'll pay you $250,000 not to answer that door, please. Sorry, I'm not for sale. With determined strides, she makes her way to the front door and swings it open. Brie stands in the doorway, stepping in. Her eyes travel over to me, taking in my state. I'm pregnant and you're the father. With shock etched on my face, I proceed to puke my guts out. Dina cleans up the mess I made and then departs to the kitchen, leaving Brie and me alone in the living room. Brie's eyes are fixed on me as I sit on the couch, my glare meeting her gaze. You're pregnant. You're pregnant? Brie's face tightens, discomfort creeping into her expression. She exhales slowly. You keep finding new ways to portray me. I rise from the couch, anger boiling over. I lied because I knew your initial reaction wouldn't be positive. I hoped I could buy some time and allow you to grow accustomed to me being here. So, how long were you working for Sean? Is Brie even your real name? What's next? You secretly Batman too? My real name is Brie Holland. I was born in Chicago, and I'm a private investigator working in a corporate law for your brother, who, as you now know, is a partner at the law firm where I work. I always knew there was something Sherlocky about you. The hats gave it away. Brie smiles as I roll my eyes. So, what was the grand plan here? Falling in love with you wasn't part of it, that's for sure. Oh, please. You're in love with me? Louis, when I first arrived in New York, my sole mission was to help you find your way again. Find my way out of what? Louis, before I came, you were isolated, friendless. That's not true. The pizza delivery guy and I are very close. Listen, that guy glares at you every time he delivers your pizza. Uh-huh. And what about Andre? He's my friend. I stick my tongue out. He's family. And he's more of an employee than a friend. Whatever. Louis, you were a closed book. Depressed, unable to paint. Sean feared for your life, so he took action. Action? You mean hiring you to do what exactly? To heal you. He wanted me to befriend you, understand you, and help you rediscover your passion for painting. What a masterful scheme. The plan was to see you safely back on your feet, then reveal my identity and leave. But things changed. Oh, I caught on. You mean I saw through your lies and figured out who you were? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the New York Times did most of the digging, but sure, give yourself credit for that if you like. So, enlighten me. What changed? I'm eager to hear the tale. Brie's eyes well with frustration and vulnerability as she faces me, her voice breaking. I fell for you, jackass! That's what's changed! I love you! You're in love with me? Then name 3 of my favorite albums. No Googling. Go. Dick, I know you're all about Kenny G. You don't listen to anyone else but him. That sadly backfired. Brie laughs. You should have been honest with me from the start. I tried once, but my horoscope said it was a bad day for honesty. You should have been honest. And what, you would have understood? No, but we could have been on the same page. Well, I'm sorry, there's not much I can do now, Brie says. I exhale in frustration, my voice betraying my hurt. How could you lie to me? How could you lie to me? I thought we were building something. I thought we had something special, but it was all a charade. It wasn't all lies. I genuinely love you, you stubborn fool. The women I love don't deceive me. Lily did, didn't she? She lied about who she was to steal your paintings? That was different. Dina appears, curious. How is it different? She says. It just was, okay? I've made a ton of mistakes and I own up to them, but I'm not giving up on you. A tiny hiccup doesn't end true love, Brie says. Oh, really? You navigate the troubled waters until you find calm again. That's love, Brie says. That's a fairy tale, I say. Louis, I plan to stay and to fight for us. I love you. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, my heart belongs to you. Will you accept it and make us whole? Did you read that off a Valentine's Day card? Wow, that's incredibly romantic, Dina says. Stay out of it, I say. Too late. I already subscribed to this soap opera. It was romantic, Brie. Well, I've been binge watching rom-coms and this seemed like the way to go. I snatch my crutches from Dina, my voice rising. Those crutches have seen more drama than a reality show, Dina says. Brie, I don't love people who hurt and deceive me. Leave and don't come back. You're dead to me. With those bitter words, I limp towards my bedroom. If you're storming out, can you at least grab the vacuum on your way out? It's really dusty in there. Thanks. Louis! Louis! Brie says. Her desperate cries follow me, but I'm gone. The door shuts behind me, leaving my living room cold and filled with the echo of broken promises. Talk about drama. Next time I'm going to need some popcorn, Dina says. Brie looks teary and heartbroken. The soft morning sunlight streams through the window. I'm still in my morning haze as I pour myself a steaming coffee. Just as I'm about to take a sip, Dina swoops in, plucking the mug from my grasp. Caffeine's not your friend right now, and I can't handle you being any more cranky than you already are. Well, the sunrise stole my beauty sleep, and you just stole my coffee, so... Dina takes scones out the oven. Did Brie say anything after I left last night? Oh, she said a few choice words, but since this isn't an R-rated show, I'll keep those to myself. How was she? I asked. She was broken, hurt, but hey, that's the reaction you wanted, right? I never wanted to hurt her, but, she betrayed me, so she had to pay. With interest or just principle? Dina asked. I had to get tough. I got tough. It's done, so let's move on with our lives. Yeah, because that's what real men do when they love someone. They move on. You're pathetic, Dina says. Well, at least I'm consistent. Jerk. Can you take it easy, please? She stormed into your life and turned it upside down in a good way. But instead of acknowledging that, you turned her away, Dina says. It's more complicated than that. Love always is. I'm just showcasing that. She's a catch, Louis. A gem. You let go of someone many would kill to be with. Congrats on topping the charts for the biggest idiot. I'm just not the biggest idiot, but also the most eligible one, too. I wink at her. Do that again, and I start hitting balls. Look, I've always been on my own, Dina. I'll manage. I'm a survivor, just like Destiny's Child were. If that were truly the case, I wouldn't be here nursing your wounds emotionally or physically. Whatever, I say. Dina hesitates, a shadow of concern crossing her face, then pushes forward. By the way, she's thinking of leaving town. I hope she avoids the traffic on the I Hate Lewis highway. So you don't care if she leaves? I'll be fine. I can handle it. Fine? That's your emotional range? You'd give cardboard a run for its money. Whatever. Well, the fact she's carrying your child and contemplating leaving might change the equation for you. Have fun processing that. That's if you can. I have doubts. She exits, leaving me grappling with the weight of the revelation. The once comforting sunlight now feels harsh, creating a long shadow across my face. The hallway is dimly lit, creating an atmosphere of suspense. I stand outside Dina's bedroom, taking a moment to gather my thoughts. I give a hesitant knock. Inside, Dina is engrossed in a captivating novel. Her eyes flicker to the door, momentarily irritated by the interruption. If you're selling vacuums, it's really not the best time, Dina says. She bookmarks her page and swings her legs over the edge of the bed. Her feet touch the cold floor as she approaches the door. What? What do you want, Lewis? She asks. I need to speak to Brie. She's not my roommate, and this isn't a sorority house, Dina says. Dina, please. Oh, now you want to talk. You had one shot at love, Lewis. Come on, Dina. One life to truly cherish it. And what did you do? Threw it all away. Is this an intervention or a fortune cookie reading? Right, because jokes are what's needed right now. You're pathetic. Dina, this isn't a game. This is life. Exactly, and you blew yours. Deal with it. Do you know if she's going back to Chicago? I ask. A long silence fills the space. Dina's eyes betray a hint of sympathy, but she remains resolute. All right, then. If you won't help, I'll find somebody who will. I'll hire somebody to find her. Oh, how poetic. Hiring a PI to track down a PI. Don't you think she'd know all the tricks to avoid being found? Dina asks. My determination wavers. My shoulders slump in defeat. She's really pregnant, isn't she? Softening a bit, she nods towards the bathroom. See for yourself. Also, can you replace the toilet paper roll while you're at it? With a heavy heart, I walk to the bathroom. I wrap tissue over a pregnancy test. The positive display on the pregnancy test is unmistakable. The weight of realization crashes over me. Brie's expecting, and I'm the father. It starts dawning on me then. She's gone. So where is she? Where's the woman who's carrying my child? The gravity of the situation is evident on my face as the scene sounds out.
Stuck on You was voiced by Smurf Brown and written and produced by Joao Encita. And if you enjoyed this series, be sure to check out its predecessor, Be My Baby, also voiced by Smurf Brown. You can find That Love Podcast on Twitter at @thatlovepod and on Instagram and Facebook at That Love Podcast. Thank you for listening and have a great day.